Don't have enough wood for a chest. That's fine. What we have is a secure Bonemass camp. Alright. We won't wander too far. I really want to clear that area over there. So I suspect there's a spawner. Yeah, come here. There's no spawner. Just a boatload of text. Entrails, bone fragments. It's been quite a party over here. Give me the guck. It's just not that common that you have ground level guck, you know? And would you know, there's Bonemass. I'd fight him, but I don't have the poison resist for it right now. I think what we're gonna do... Oh, speaking of poison resist, what am I doing? Let's get out of here. Poison's gonna leave me very near dead. Okay, well maybe not very near dead, but that was like a third of my life. I'm exaggerating, but still. Poison's a killer. Did I get wood? I've got wood. Neat. My log would be Sir Lumber? Mr. Log? Grenades, you say? I don't know who's got grenades. Oh! Grenades are a thing. There's like ooze bombs or something. I've never actually used them. Still gonna wonder who took my bee. Ooze, intestines, that's food stuff. You know. Alright. So we're fairly well set up. What do we do? We need poison resist potions. So I'm gonna need these, the mead base. Necktails, thistles, honey, coal. Do I have any coal? I really don't, do I? Alright. Honey. No necktails either? Alright, I've at least got the thistle. Necktails and coal, huh? We can do that. Now, do we exploit somebody else's mead tank? Brewer barrel? What do you call it? Mead barrel? I don't know what the game calls it. Or do we...
Thanks, Brandy.
Craft the bronze to make our own? Berkzerk! Thank you. Oh, you have one I can use. Thanks, Cold. That was embarrassing. Berkzerk, how are you doing? Alright. Stab that neck in the face. Right in the face of the neck. Hey, you found my stream through the modded Skyrim as a Skyrim fanboy? That's cool. Lots of people have found that. For some reason, it blew up on YouTube, and I think the reason people are finding me through that is because I'm playing a modded Skyrim, and Skyrim mods exploded for most everybody very recently. And so I think a lot of people have questions on, like, how are mods even working right now? All these necks are swimming too deep. They're like neck deep, at least. But I recorded some footage today so I could make kind of a public service announcement video. I'm like, this is how I'm playing modded. There's some other ways you can do it. Here's how you avoid Bethesda updates breaking your stuff in the future. I was actually getting really into it when I was playing... Well, I was just recording footage. It wasn't in my stream save, it was just like another character. Gonna break your lurking? I had 17 uncooked necktails in the third box from the left. Thank you. Thank you, Uggletongue. Gonna say. Like, I always remember necktails being very important at some point in the game. And so, I never cook them at the very beginning, you know, when you're desperate for food. So it was really shocking to me that I didn't have any. And hello. You believe this is the first time you spoke in stream? That's cool. That's fine. Have you been hanging out for a while? Are you an old fan? New fan? Or not a fan at all? That's also a totally valid answer. Because I think I have a lot of lurkers. I mean, like, most of my viewers are on YouTube, and they can't interact with me at all. And I suspect a bunch of them hop in here and never say a word. And I suspect that because that's exactly the sort of thing I would do. A little while. You're new, but you found me on YouTube like a few weeks ago. You played over 2,000 hours of Skyrim with around 100 gigabytes of mods. Bethesda always keeps breaking mods with updating the 13-year-old game. I know. That's why I'm really excited about Nolvis. Because Nolvis uses their own version of the game. So, like, if Bethesda releases an update, they just don't use it until they're ready for it. Which is the smart thing to do. You got tired at some point? Yeah, I don't blame you. Every like 5 or so years, I'm like, I want to play Skyrim. But my technique has usually been spend a week figuring out what mods I want, spending an entire day installing them, and then playing for a single day and then stopping at third box from the left. Yay! Thank you. Alright. Now we get the coal and the honey. And the thistle. I don't have coal, but I do have wood. Saw my videos. I also Twitch streamed, and then you found Lin and Cold. I'm glad you found Lin and Cold. Lin and Cold are two very cool people. It's one of my favorite parts about streaming is I meet just the best people. They seem pretty chill. They are pretty chill. And I'm glad they're chill. I think there are too many streamers that are just like over angry or over excited. Either one I get a little bored of. I like people who just chill out. You don't want to hear people yell and scream. Sometimes I do. Usually I want to hear them yell and scream in a funny accent. Not gonna lie, sometimes I choose my streamer based on accent alone. Alright, I'm far from Cold's base. This is a ridiculous wall. Why would you do this? You're also an old man? Yeah. At some point, you're just too old for that. At some point I started watching things like romantic comedies and being like, you know, if you just communicated open and honestly, like none of this would be a problem. It's actually pretty much the resolution to every movie I've seen. I'm just like, if you just took 1 second, talk to somebody, all problems would be solved. The movie would suck, but your problems would be solved. Your friend's son watches YouTube in the living room, and man, are they noisy? Yeah. My son loves like super reactionary streamers, like fully scripted pranks and stuff. Like, I can't. Like, watch me scare my best friend in Minecraft. Whoa! He never saw it coming. Yeah, yours watches the same. It's the... yeah. I don't want to judge how people enjoy their time, but I am judging how people enjoy their time. They're just doing it wrong. Yeah, I mean, I've felt old for a very, very long time. I spent my fair share of time downtown drinking, partying, all that. And even then I was pretty mild-mannered about the whole thing. What is this? Oh, a shaman trophy. Neat. Oh, lots of fun stuff in here. Just casually some intestines in that box. Alright, and now we sit here and wait for 39 minutes. The most exhilarating stream ever made. Alright. How about, instead of that, what does it take to make our own fermenter? Bronze, fine wood, resin. And a forge. I don't have one of those. Maybe it's time I started. Get myself some copper. Make myself a kiln and a smelter. I can join the rest of society. Oof, but I probably should call it quits real soon here. The kids will be up soon for church. The arrangement I have with the wife is she gets to sleep in on Saturdays, and I get to sleep in on Sundays. I do miss church. And depending on how you feel about church, that's either great or terrible. Personally, it's not really for me. It is a good deal. Like, I don't know how you could survive without that deal. I mean, if I didn't have it, I don't think I'd get enough video game time in during the week. Like, it is required. Alright. Maybe I can sneak in. Whoops. It's not what I meant to do, but it might be necessary. How terrible is that? Probably pretty terrible. I want to put a smelter right next to it, but that's going to look terrible too. There we go. We'll just put them outside like normal people. Yeah, but for me, video game time is more important than sleep. It is critical to my own mental health. And while wife and family might think that's insane, it's true. I need it, or I'll die. There we go. Look, we've joined society. Alright, so now we need some copper to build a forge. And some tin to build some bronze. We all need different things to help relax and unwind in life. Yeah. I've never been one to feel guilty about relaxing. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Or shooting b-ball. Here, let's get these poison resist things over here. That's what you based your life upon so far. Yeah. I am quite good at the self-love. You mind? This is my me time. Like, usually the self-love culminates in a mental breakdown at some point where I eat like 17 cheeseburgers and a whole wedding cake. And then drink a bunch of soda and play video games until 5 a.m. That's how I unwind. And you know what? I highly recommend it. It's real fun. Actually kind of have the opposite of an eating disorder. I think it's narcissism, but I actually tend to think of myself as a lot skinnier and more beautiful than I actually am. Like, I'll be walking through like a crowded hallway. There'll be like 2 people and I'm like, I can squeeze between them. I can't squeeze between them. I end up rubbing against both of them and they all look at me. They give me that same expression. It's like, you knew you couldn't shoot that gap. And I'm like, I honestly didn't. I thought I had it. Ooh, one time, I was getting married. It only happened the one time, but I was going over my wedding photos, and I was like, dang, I look pretty good in this. It was my brother. I mistook my brother for me. My brother had been living in Japan for quite a while and got used to like normal human portions of food. And so he got much skinnier and much cuter. Meanwhile, I'm dressed as nicely as I could possibly be. And I don't look as cute as my brother. There was no justice. I used to be cuter than him. Oh. Oh. I thought that might have been like one of the Draugr villages. It's not.